Yo, check it out guys, I've been hired by Adult Swim, and it seems like my first meeting's today. Wish me luck. So what if the new full cool protagonist was out again? Okay, yeah, cool, Seeing now to return would be a great idea. No, I mean, another guy. It's pretty much Naoto. But not him. What? Now believe me, I've seen some mediocre anime. Take The World Ends with You, the animation, for example. Factors that were inside and outside the studio's control, such as Teenage City Riot, the planned opening theme was robbed from them at the last second, making for an overall well-looking but lukewarm show. But it's kinda heartbreaking to see such a great anime like Fully Cool never recapture its lightning in a bottle success. Progressive seemed like a poorly animated cash grab, and Alternative, at least from what I saw, turned out to be actually okay. They just didn't have what made Fully Cool so special though, being a complex and deep meaning anime hidden behind a wacky presentation all in 6 episodes. But the hatred behind those sequels would be nothing compared to the next one, Fully Coolly Grunge. The initial announcement was a bit mixed, with both positivity and skepticism, but there was a collective uproar in the community once the trailer dropped. Most of the people commenting were bashing the animation, but I'll admit what was shown didn't look too bad. But this was a clear sign that people were not gonna have high hopes for this new season. So today I'm giving my thoughts about the season to see if it really was that bad, or if we just hated it because it was different. I guess I'll talk about the visuals first, since that's what, as said, everyone was complaining about. And yeah, even though the trailer looked fine enough, the actual show just looks cheap. The first few shots just feels ugh. Alongside that, movements can be quite stiff at times. It's ironic how it actually looks good when the characters switch to a crude hand-drawn art style with these really vibrant line art colors. It's actually really visually pleasing in a way. Don't get me wrong though, it wouldn't have been a good idea if they made the main art style this, so I just think it definitely benefits from being only used sometimes, as well as the main art style being in 3D. It sucks that a lot of 3D anime can fall into the trap of looking pretty cheap when stuff like the previously mentioned poorly adaptation looks amazing with its models. So the visuals aren't that hot, but what about the story? Well, take season 1 of Fully Coolly and put it back and then take an undercooked pizza. I can actually name 2 anime characters that sound like DiGiorno. Grunge follows the format of previous seasons, where Haruko, a humanoid alien woman, turns the life of the teenage protagonist upside down on her way to find the space pirate king Adamesk. But Grunge looks to switch things up a bit by having 3 protagonists and 1 major plot, each episode being told from their perspective. For episode 1, we have Shinpachi, who's... Come on, even someone who's only likely seen Evangelion merch, let alone watched season 1 of FLCL, would notice his just a dollar store Naoto. All the things that built the world around Naoto, such as the school he goes to and spending time with Mimi, because that's really the only thing that's slightly interesting in his painfully ordinary life. There's nothing like that for Shinpachi besides him working at a sushi shop. I guess that could be chalked up to the 3-episode length of the season though, half of what seasons 1 through 3 got each. I assume it's just because of the network though, because the new season of Aqua Teen Hunger Force was just a mere 5 episodes long. Episode 2 is about a rock golem. These were never in past seasons. He's not even like some kind of medical mechanica robot. What the fuck? Well, that aside, Shonari is a golem whose kind must be mixed in terms of being accepted by society, as he is in a school and is trusted by Shinpachi, but is discriminated by other kids, and the second he tries to fight back, he's straight up imprisoned. And while he does have a good relation with his brother, he feels like it has been harder to go on in life because of the dynamic being hampered by how much his brother's an alcoholic. hold the fucking phone. You're telling me that you actually did have time to squeeze in the elements to flesh out a character, but instead of subverting skeptical fan expectations and making Shinpachi interesting on his own, you give it all to some rock guy? You know what, though? He is the coolest character in the season because of these things making him so interesting as a character, and it's especially helped by the third main character, Orinoco. She collects materials for her bladesmith father, and despite looking like a typical nerdy anime girl, she definitely has a colorful personality. Shonari also has a crush on her, which no idea how that relationship will turn out, but you do you, I guess. Him eventually fighting with Haruko because he was gifted a blade by Orinoco. Damn, okay, I could understand only having enough time for one character to be fleshed out, but this is just making Shinpachi even more bland. Still though, Shunari and Orinoco still have decent writing. But the minor characters, okay, so we have Shinpachi's dad, literally nothing interesting about him. This Kanti that's just here for a new cool design and to kick off the interesting part of the plot, where Haruko needs to escape from the planet. There's the Season 1 character Amuro, who does not contribute to the plot at all, and feels more like the producers wanted to include a Season 1 character that would maybe possibly make sense being here. The mayor, who's horrifying, enough said. These are not that interesting, to be honest. I get that there's 3 episodes this time, but there was still minor characters in Season 1 and even alternative that had a fair amount of fleshing out. It's kind of a shame only 2 of the 3 protagonists are actually interesting. There's also Haruko, but she's kinda just the same as past seasons, nothing much about the new woman. As for the music, I'd say it's okay. They both use new tracks as well as remixes of the Pillow songs that debuted for the series in Season 1. I especially like the new cover of Blues Drive Monster, and I'm really sad I can't find it anywhere online. In conclusion, I'd say Grunge, while it did have some shining moments, did feel like it was even below progressive in quality. You may have noticed I didn't talk about shoegaze, and I'm sorry, it just doesn't seem too interesting, at least to me, albeit I haven't heard much about it. It's just a shame that a legendary anime had to end with such a whimper. Well, that was a bust, might as well write it off. Wait, no!